Senator Roberts.
Next week, the 11 leaders of countries in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations will arrive in Melbourne for the biannual ASEAN Summit. Hundreds of delegates will be shuttled around Melbourne at taxpayers' expense. Now, One Nation welcomes meetings like ASEAN that encourage countries to be good neighbours. And One Nation supports spending only what's necessary to achieve a good outcome. As much as this government is advancing the World Economic Forum agenda promoting bug protein and limits on food consumption and energy policies, I'm sure the meeting will get through copious amounts of luxury food. Any photos of the food can be sent to my website or shared to my social media. What really got my attention is today's Australian newspaper with an article that the Prime Minister has required all vehicles provided to delegates to be electric. Because there are not enough electric cars in the Victorian fleet, electric COMCARs are being sent to Melbourne from Canberra and Adelaide. COMCAR staff are having to organise their route to Melbourne to include stopping at charging stations so they actually do make it to Melbourne. Why put on this tokenistic, superficial show of fealty to the globalist electrification agenda at all? In the last few weeks, we've seen leading car makers do a U-turn on plans to sell only electric cars due to low demand, low profit and escalating scarcity of materials. In fact, despite heavy subsidies, last year in Europe, EVs accounted for only 14% of sales. Australia is half that. Insurance premiums are skyrocketing as damaged EVs prove very expensive to repair. One reason EVs lose value at twice the rate of cars with internal combustion engines. They're lemons. The amount of minerals and energy needed to make, maintain and recycle electric vehicles is so high that EV stands for environmental vandalism. One Nation would like to know how much this exercise in virtue signalling is costing our Australian taxpayers.